Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. And we are here right outside the Synthesis and Manufacturing Center, and this is where we eventually need to go. Kind of looks like a twisted Emerald City, in a sense. But we still need to get one more thing unlocked in order to enter this area, and that is in the Chem Lab. Now, we're not going to be going to the Chem Lab just yet. We're going to be doing a little bit more exploring here because we have this section to the south that looks oh so inviting that we need to go ahead and check out. So we're going to head down here, we're going to explore this, and then we'll head back here, travel to the Chem Lab, and see what completely safe things await inside for us. Parvati had a rough time in the last episode when we went into the, was it human auditing or something like that, and found out kind of what was happening to all the test subjects. So hopefully she can get over that, because we still got work to do. Now the interesting thing is that this area, which I thought was the final place in the game, is actually like fenced off. So I'm wondering what this is all about.
As a doctor, I'd say you've got a 6% chance of surviving the fall.
Ooh, I like those odds.
This elevator needs a concession stand.
This is like a Snake Eater style elevator. Gonna take it forever to reach us? Doesn't look too bad. How you doing, Kath? Today was a series of events. Yeah, I hear that. Okay, we got fog. Oh, Lord. We have got primal miasma? That does not look at all inviting. And I don't think we're going to be able to hide in the mist. So, let's see if we can go ahead and just sneak... Ow. So, got a nice little acid bath there. We've got sprats. Is that the building that we can go into? Nope. Miasma. Miasma! Okay, let's see what we're dealing with here. Hello!
Who's next? Nobody? Yeah, that's what I thought.
You are one ugly mother... So basically we have acidic primals. Or toxic primals, excuse me. Toxic love. Okay, there's the area we need to go to. Maybe we'll get a quick travel point. That would be nice. Make sure. Corporate Commander. Let's head back and see what this was up here. You definitely need to watch your step here. More than a lot of the other areas. At least the sprats are... Cat, thank you so much for those bits for the kids. Remember, guys, all bit subs and ad revenue here on the channel go to help out kids in need at Medical Center Hospital in Modesto, Texas. Thanks to the Extra Life charity. So thank you for supporting the channel and supporting the kids. I see a safe. And a locker.
You gotta teach me that.
And actually, we had the best group for this. With Felix and Parvati. Okay, we're good. We're good. Actually, let's go ahead and look at that armor. Because I think I'm wearing, like, something similar. Ba-ba-ba. 26, yeah, medium. Got ordnance control gold, man. And I hear all those little gurs and rumbles from the sprats. I'm going to assume it's nothing too deadly. Wilderness Ops Helmet.
Tell me about the production of adrenotime, Dr. Ambrose. I hear Compound X is a unique challenge to work with.
It's temperamental. It must be refined under tightly controlled circumstances at tremendously low temperatures.
Do you compound it with anything else? Tell me more about your refining process. Our audience is conversant in the sciences, very detail-oriented, so don't be afraid to get technical.
Last time I met you, you spoke like a groundbreaker bilge sprat. Why the sudden airs and such specific questions? Does your minder know what you're up to? Does he suspect you're a spy?
Pardon me.
Ooh. So, Wynn was a spy, but for who? Auntie Cleo, maybe? Maybe this notebook will give us a clue. Garbage processing log. Nope. First day on the new job. I can't believe this. What a joy to be here. What a sudden complete surprise to be promoted to head garbage processing officer. It'd be nice if there were another officer here to teach me the job, but I guess he fell into the feed chute last week. I've made a note not to do this. Day 2. I'm starting by reading all available notation regarding the trash compactor. If Spacer's Choice believes that I, a humble chemist, am suited to such lofty work, then I will do my best to succeed at it. Unfortunately, the operating manual for the compactor is covered in bloodstains, which does make it difficult to understand. Day 3. Compactor was making weird noises today. I thought it was a problem with the compression chamber, so I spent most of the afternoon troubleshooting with the manual. Turns out a sprat had got into the hopper. Day 5. The emergency stop does not work. Day 8. My arms are killing me. And my back, and let's see. Yep, my shoulders. Most of me aches. I thought this was supposed to get easier. Guess I'm not used to physical labor yet. I'm seriously considering microdosing with adrenotime. Maybe once they've gotten a few more of the kinks sorted out, assuming the idiots over at the chem lab have stopped bickering long enough to do their jobs. Day 19. What am I even doing here? I'm a chemist, for law's sake. I don't know how any of this works. I'm surprised I have both arms left. Not that anyone else ever comes by the shack to notice. Day 33. I don't know why I'm bothering with the log. No one's going to read it. No one has any intention of reading it. It's pen and paper. They could at least pretend to give a flying fish sticks and give me a data log. This is sprat shit. Day 52. Today I compacted a marauder's corpse into a tiny cube of meat, just to see what it would look like. I should have felt disgusted, but when I looked at the end result, I didn't feel a thing. Day 76. Is there something I meant to do to maintain the machine? Maybe oil it or something? Day 100. What a milestone. 101. Made a game out of lobbing sprats into the compactor's hopper. Gave myself extra points for the live ones. What have I become? 140. I wonder what it would look like to run a mantis swarm through the feed chute. What it would look like all crushed down into a tiny cube. 183. Got a message from the mine to come out and clean up some sort of cargo rail accident. Had to trek all the way out there just to tell them I don't deal with fluids. Morons. 211. Here's me at my lowest. I begin picking out the most hazardous trash I can find and saving it up to do something nasty to Clarence's place. Need to figure out which room is his. 231. What if I just dove in there? Law, that would hurt. Imagine how slowly and painfully it would crush my body down into juice and meat and shards of bone. 269. The mine crew is still after me to clean up their little accident. Like I'm not up to my ears in garbage out here. Bodily fluids are outside of my wheelhouse. Any bodily fluids from compressing organic material are just incidental. 275. I'm done with this slog. I'm done with everything. Maybe I'll let the garbage pile up forever. Maybe it'll pile up so high it'll spill across the canyon and drown everything and everyone. I can only hope. A nice, wholesome story there. You see, he had a piano to play. That's something, I suppose. And we got live sprats. I guess they were his companions when he wasn't throwing them into the compactor. Okay, so we could go ahead and just continue along the bottom here, which we will eventually, I think. But that's where we were. Oh. They're sleeping. You got him, Felix.
Still got it.
Ooh, got a little slow-mo there. I'll take it. Now let's look down here and see. Okay, we got an elevator that'll take us down to check out the rest of this. I did shoot the space ape in the butt. Warning, toxic runoff. See, if this stuff sizzles, I'm kind of curious why they didn't just throw the garbage in there. Chem lab lower exterior. Interesting. Ooh, I'm hearing unpleasant things. What's over here?
I don't know what this place is, but it's definitely a demotion.
Eustace's research site. So we have been seeing like all of these research sites all over the planet. I wonder what it's all for. Oh. A comic from the cult classic Ace Exterminator series, tragically cancelled after its brief 4-issue run. Scribbled in the felt tip on the comic's spine is the word enter. After narrowly escaping the clutches of the nefarious agent Buff Hardman, wounded hero Archibald Excelsior has a heart in turmoil, a broken pet, and no time to rest, because an ancient colossus slumbering beneath the crust of the prison planet Tartarus arises and hungers for the flesh of thousands. I like Buff Hardman. Sounds like one of the MST3K names, like Big McLarge Huge, or Punch Rockroin. As the Colossus lays waste to the maximum security penitentiary, Excelsior's nemesis, Hardman, returns to haunt him. Now Excelsior must face down two devilish foes at once as lava encroaches on all sides. Excelsior's odds look grim until a chance lightning strike ignites the pet and gives the ace exterminator a fighting chance. Will our mustachioed hero slay the giant and finally mend his broken heart? Buffheart, oh, you know. How'd you know? That is my middle name. Hi, Dr. Kim. I hope everything's alright down there in the Chem Lab waste processing ravine. I know it gets a little smelly, well, with the garbage and toxic goo pits and all, so I just want to make sure you're A-OK. With Virgil's blessing, I prepared a revised schedule outlining the remainder of the package's production cycle. You'll note that a propellant solution is blocking Virgil's completion of the package's metal casing. Uh-oh. Would you maybe be able to come visit me so we can go over the timeline in detail? I'm in the little office just outside the top level exit from HIA. Can't miss it. Let me know. I'm here to help you. By the marvelous mustache of Excelsior, Bertie Sharp. Little office just outside the top level exit from HIA. Did we go there? Actually, more importantly, did we get a oh, we did get a fast travel point. Okay. I don't remember seeing that. Well, let's go ahead and provoke the wildlife once again. See, I think it'd be cool if we saw one of those primals that was actually like Rancor sized. Like, that would be interesting. We'll just say interesting. Also, I'm curious if we got another... I saw a piece of armor that looked... Wilderness Ops Helmet, 784 armor. Stealth skills +5. Mega Primal, okay. It is on like Donkey Kong. Because this thing is probably going to throw barrels like Donkey Kong. So it all makes sense, if you think about it. Alright, let's do this. Up he goes! Just focus fire, focus fire. Oh, Ellie. Ellie?
Take cover!
Oh, I'm about to die. I have to reload. That ain't good. Here, I'll let you guys deal with him.
That's most of them.
Permanently maimed. Your arms have taken way too much damage and you're no longer as good with weapons as you used to be. Absolutely not. Give me that gear, though. Oh, yep, it sizzles. Ow. I thought we could... Aha. No booze left behind. Well, actually, Suzanne, I did take one of the negative perks for... Or negative things for the... For perk points. I think it had to do with being encumbered. I've been encumbered so many times. If I actually do get encumbered, I have stats lost. That just lets me know I need to start breaking stuff down. It's manageable, I guess. Okay. Everything else here seems... Ow. Is there anything here? This looks like a place that we could traverse to. Yeah, I did take the perk that increased my carrying capacity. It was a nice little go around. Gotta love that 50-50 booking. Alright. Well, I think that we have explored all of this, but I am curious about what they said about being right outside. Where was the... Right outside the HIA. So is there a cave that we're not seeing? Or did we already go there? I think we may have already gone there. That might have been one of that area in the back entrance that we unlocked. I'm not sure. We'll check just to, you know, be thorough. Because you never know. Basehead, thank you very much for that host. I appreciate you. The Marauders!
There they go.
Let's take him down.
Ah! I hate it when they just ran up like that. Go.
You're getting through.
The last of them.
Okay. Good, good. Now, guys, was that note that we read at that camp, did it say the left or the right of the entrance to the HIA? Because we did take this elevator. We definitely did raid there. This is sealed. Okay, we already checked over here. This leads to the other side. We had this camp. Just seeing if there's any additional pathways or anything here, guys. Bear with me. Well, wait a minute. That would normally be Birdie's research site. Okay, so that is somewhere that we've been before. Boo. Okie dokie. Well, let's go ahead and head back to the Sprat Shack. We'll sell off all the stuff that we have found, and then we will go ahead and travel over to the chem lab. I love our evil Moonman helmet. I don't know if we'll ever go back to anything else. I'm also curious about here. 2 bits. There. Shipment history. We went through that. Messages. Went through this.
This unit is a friend.
Well, actually, to tell you the truth, to see Martin's reaction with this helmet on, I actually think we need to go to the Groundbreaker because we've got to go ahead and drop our passenger off. So you know what? Let's go ahead and head to let's head to Groundbreaker. We got time. We'll go have a chat with Martin, see how he reacts to... Well, here, let's sell some stuff first.
Hey again, stranger. What can I get you? All sorts of salvage and weapons.
I didn't ask for your life story. Handy deconstruction. How much is it? 4,365? Good God. Attacks from this weapon deal bonus damage to auto mechanicals. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Sanctioned mining gear. Chrono adaptive outfit. Light. Handgun TDD drain. Ooh. Walk speed. We got ourselves a nice little piece of custom there. I'm gonna have to check that out. Let's go ahead and sell our junk. Repair. It's gonna make our bullet time more bullety, which I am okay with. Sell off all of our ill-gotten gains. Cider, Tripta Stout, Spectrum Vodka. Little head. Don't like any anti-Cleo products unless I absolutely have to. Should we start keeping cigarettes too? Nah. Whiskey, rum, glacial water. Zero G. Okay. I think we're good. Now we're dealing with the the frame rate issues because we sold so much stuff. Wait a minute. You know, I didn't even think about... Did we explore the... No, we didn't. We did not look around the Groundbreaker. Or around the Unreliable. When we docked. Perfectly good sentry saber there. See, I remember there being some areas that we couldn't reach, but I'm wondering if we can reach them from the Groundbreaker platform. Nope. Okay. Would have been hilarious if Kelly had joined the crew. Handles the branding. Yeah, we need that public relations officer. And not like the Jane Cobb style public relations officer. I mean, we already got we got plenty of those already. If I have to choose a public relations officer for the ship, I'd choose Sam. Okay. Let's go ahead and deposit our winnings here. Anubis. The bestest boy. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was supposed to deposit the alcohol. I think we were depositing it in the galley?
Oh my gosh, Felix, you got to hear this.
Yep.
You remember that spin-off series about the mass marketeer? Halcyon Helen's coming up.
Okay, fridge. Sorry to interrupt that. How do we send it over? I guess is my question. Ah, there we go. We've gained so much Nyoka status, guys. Should we put a gun in the beer fridge? Oh, I know which one that we should send. Hold on. Do we still have the freeze ray here? Or do we have someone... Gloop gun? Oh, I think I have someone equipped with the freeze gun, which would have been perfect. Here, we'll just put this revolver here, so...
Special romance arc? Ah! What if they hold hands?
That's the episode with Ruth Bellamy, right?
Now, another thing I wanted to check while we were here. Modify. So we can't modify. We can, however, tinker. Where are you at? Doc's orders. Contraband. Now, we had ran into this one before. That is going to be... I'm curious if we can actually get this to be more DPS than our Vermin 2. It's 7 per. I don't know. So I think for right now, we're going to... Got the Salvager's Helper. I would like to go ahead and replace that with Contraband, just to see what it does, you know? Now let's go ahead and travel to Groundbreaker.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Oh, wait. Is she gone? Oh, she's gone. She couldn't wait to get out of there. Maybe we'll see her when we go outside. And we'll take Parvati with us. She got, you know, she was in a bad spot in that last episode. So I think it would be good for her to go ahead and see her love. Good for morale. Does something happen after hand-holding? Sometimes. If the moon is full. I wonder if you played this on PS5 and the loading times would be like that, you know? Okay, I just wanted to see... Jane?
Hey there! Got word on the wireless. Your flag's cleared, you're free to go. Hope you enjoyed your time on Groundbreaker, the last free port of call in all the colony.
I should go.
Bye now!
I never noticed her before. Interesting.
Rizzo's lemon slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
Okay. Should be interesting.
Looking for some Spacer's Jaw? It's recommended by 11 out of 10 Spacer's Choice medical professionals. Don't take my word for it. See for yourself. Make a choice. Spacer's Choice.
He no-sold it. Curse you, Martin. But to be honest, you've probably been cursed enough. Let's be fair.
Renegade scientist Phineas Wells has been captured. Please celebrate appropriately.
Okay, Mardet.
How's the unreliable treating you these days, Wildflower?
Okay, I've decided I really love hearing you call me that, so keep doing it.
I know what it means to have a crew. If you ever felt like jumping ship, there's a home for you on Groundbreaker.
Say nothing.
Thanks. But that wouldn't be... The captain did get me out of Edgewater and all.
I hope you're worthy of her loyalty, Captain.
Well, Parvati's got a kindness to her that I don't aim to spoil.
See that you don't.
We'll be on our way. See? I really kind of want to break in there, but I don't think Parvati would appreciate it. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and get out of here and head back to Gorgon.
The news packet had the tossball scores from Dakonis.
Rizzo's knock you out.
Yeah, it's character growth. I love it when games are able to do that. So something's been bugging me. Maybe we'll discover it in the chem lab. But, Kath or someone in the chat, can you do me a favor? Can you check this, the Peril on Gorgon content, and see if there's any kind of side quest or something I'm missing that has to deal with all of those research sites? If if it has to do with something we find in the chem lab, don't bother telling me. But I feel like we're missing something. Because it looks like we have all of those marked on the map. They're talking about like a pack, something. I'm not sure. Actually, it could be related to those people that we found near the dinosaur. I'm not sure. You guys know how I worry.
We are now in orbit above Gorgon.
Okay, chem lab. Who should we take to the chem lab? Who's got the science? The science and the hacking would be Max. Let's go with Sam. We'll still give Parvati a little bit of a rest. We're on our way to finding it? Okay, cool. So it's in the chem lab. No worries. Or on the way to the chem lab, either way. I'm glad Gorgon has pleasant music. How many comics do I have? I think I have all 4 of them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've gotten all 4.
following location. The Sprat Shack. Error. Furman suction nozzle not attached. This unit is unprepared for specialized eradication procedures.
God bless you, Sam. I don't know how I would check that. Codex. Logs, exploration. Loot. Oh, wait, here we go. 4 out of 4, 2 out of 4, 3 out of 4. Yep, I got all 4. So let's, where do we need to fast travel to? Yes. We'll head to the SMC lower exterior. And we're in good shape. Excellent. Love to hear it. This would be one I'd like to have hanging up too. The one with Halcyon Helen would definitely, if I had to choose any of these, I want to get at least 3. I like the propaganda posters. There's some really good ones to choose from, though. Okay, no respawns. Delighted. Which way am I going? We'll head this way. We'll follow the chemical tubes. Or pipes. They'll surely lead us to good fortune. Did we head over here, though? Yes. Dinosaur is that way. Oh, we got some primals here.
Detected.
Oh, Lord. Max, could you not? You're making things quite stressful.
The last of them.
Your arm's fine, Max. Don't be all dramatic now. Max had himself a case of the dramas. Okay, so this is a lovely chem lab that everyone's been talking about. Go ahead and check the grounds first before we go in, because I noticed we saw pipes and such. Okay, we got sprats. Ow. Ow.
Chem lab. This place stinks like the wrong end of a primal. And I think I'm close to figuring out why. Something's off with this place. Those ain't normal primals. Thought I was onto something before. Now I'm sure of it. I got a theory to test at that Marauder camp.
Yeah, that test didn't work out well for you. Lucky, huh? 570 DPS, special effect knockback, critical damage plus 25. Okay, so let's go ahead and unequip this. Ultimatum. Equip Lucky. And we'll see what happens here. There's a right end of a primal? Asking the real questions there. Okay, so here's our acid gun. This is Lucky. And this is Contraband. Interesting. We need to name our pistol. That'd actually be a cool feature if you could name your pistol and then it wouldn't sell. You know what I mean? Like you couldn't accidentally sell it. Oh, you were buried in the dirt. Why is Wolverine talking? Why is Spike Spiegel talking? Okay, main entrance. Upper exterior. So there's a lower exterior and an upper exterior. Was that something to do with... Roscoe hit a phonograph on one of... Okay. I thought we had a way to sneak our way through the chem lab. That's okay. We'll see. Oh, it's sealed. Oh.
This facility is currently experiencing a heightened security event. Accessing this facility requires voice-modulated passphrase. Please speak the passphrase.
Play Dr. Lowe's audio recording.
We attest to the zest with our hand on our chest. Be impressed as our guest by what we've finessed. You are blessed to ingest what we thoroughly test. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice.
Passphrase accepted. Access granted. Welcome, Dr. Jasper Lowe.
That one too. The dissident hunter. We'll get to see what the chem lab has in store for us, guys. Probably incredible, lovely things, like perilous experiments.
How unfortunate. All this wanton death and destruction clashes with their well-appointed decor.
Okay, there's what he told me. Use Jasper's keycard to access a shortcut through the security office. We just have to find it. My gun's name is the last thing you'll see. Of course, we have to check the front desk. Marauders have been butchered wholesale. Si Huang. This urgent notification brought to you by Spacer's Choice Automated Subversive Behavior Notification System. Please be informed that one or more of the following high-priority conditions are likely to be active in your office or workplace. Escape primals, unlawful discussion of subversive cultural material, extended and unauthorized breaks. Please notify your supervisor immediately. If you are the designated supervisor of this workplace, this message constitutes your official notification. This is an automated response. Please do not reply directly to this message. Forward to... Chief, I found a key in a locker by the lavatories. The key belongs to Dr. Lowe. Please retrieve the key and return it to him. I do it myself, but Dr. Lowe can be pretty paranoid. If I show up at his door with a key in hand, he'll assume I stole it in order to fabricate a reason to check up on him. From Hoang to Lowe. Please respond. Jasper, I know you told me not to bother you when you're working, but I'm running out of options. I understand you're busy, so I've boiled down my list of concerns into simple yes-no questions. Just respond with why or in. 1. Did you read Goodfellow's letter? 2. Am I on the chopping block? 3. Has security talked to you about some type of corporate spy in our ranks? 3A. Is there a spy? 4. Did you know Padilla's heart gave out after a 72-hour shift? 4A. Are you attending the wake? I've got staff coming to the receptionist desk looking for answers. What am I supposed to tell them? It's not the best choice. It's the only choice we've got. Are you going to respond? In. Respectfully, Jasper Lowe. Okay. Jasper, I've been taking your messages at my terminal like you asked. This one's from management, though. Please take a look at this. I could get in trouble for deleting it. Dr. Lowe, I speak for everyone at the OCI when I express my disappointment in your work ethic. The quality of Compound X harvested and enriched at your laboratory falls well below Spacer's Choice standards. It is my professional opinion that the quality of one's work reflects the quality of one's spirit. Lazy workers deliver lazy work. Round up your researchers. Fire 1 in 10. I expect you and your remaining researchers to deliver the next batch of chemicals to HIA under an accelerated timetable. These measures may seem punitive, even harsh. They are. I'm instilling discipline in your team. One day, I'd like to imagine you'll thank me. Respectfully, Lawrence Goodfellow, Manager, Office of Creative Incubation. The Decimation.
You people never seem to take the hint.
What do you mean, you people?
What is it about Leave that eludes that tiny little mind of yours? I've switched on the laboratory's security system. I trust the mechanicals will sort you out. Good luck.
Ah, more threats from the Aether. How pleasant. Must be our shadowy nemesis from the OCI.
Yes, indeed. Okay, that looks inviting, and we have got mechanicals.
Shh.
That's not a good sign. Oh. Okay, can I not get into that little crevice? Is that just kind of there to tempt me? Oh, that's a lot of dead bodies. Ooh. Yeah, I can't get through there. Okay, so we've got a platform and a ground area here. Better get prepared. The main lab, huh? And this area is different.
Run to take out the trash. Pollutant purified.
And we're good. Oh, Lord. Up he goes. Max? What are we shooting down here, Max? You guys good? What are you... Oh. What are y'all doing? I'm just following the troops at this point.
Moving cycle complete.
Okay. Glad you guys got that out of your system. Let's see what's... Lots of armor parts. Let's see what is in the main lab. Let's see what's on the slab. Ew. Okay. Adrenotime and regular adrenos. A door we can definitely open. Love it. Oh, Sam does the Spacer's Choice jingle. I like it. I don't think I've ever noticed that before, or I forgot. Okay, 2 computers. Terminal, main laboratory, message archive. All password protection has been disabled by order of Lawrence Goodfellow. Privacy is a privilege and must be earned. From Low? Oh. To Low, subject, can we please? Dr. Lowe, I think I speak for all my colleagues in the laboratory when I say I'm worried about the OCI's treatment of our facilities. I can understand dismissing 10% of our staff as a punitive measure. I can understand cutting our deadlines in half in order to motivate us. But, and forgive me, Dr. Lowe, but I can't understand demanding that we send human inquiry our untested compounds. Many of these compounds aren't tested because we know they're failures. Increasing production means proprietarily decreasing quality of enrichment, which means lower compatibility with human metabolism, which means higher rate and intensity of dangerous and potentially lethal side effects. Compound X is a highly complicated formula harvested from the waste of xenocytes. It's complicated because, unlike over 50% of Spacer's Choice nutritional catalog, the compound was not designed for human consumption. If the good people at OCI understand the complexity of the compound we're dealing with, there's a chance they'll give us the time and resources we need. We just need to get them to understand. This is a problem of miscommunication, Jasper. Just let me go up there and give them a presentation. I'll use markers and everything. What do you think? Can we do this? Dr. Pahlavi. The OCI are comprised by a gaggle of carrion feeders. You go up there with your markers and your charts and your diagrams, and they'll chew the flesh off your bones and charge me for the meal. It is absolutely critical that I finish my research in peace, and as soon as possible without interference from the OCI. So in answer to your question, no, we fucking can't. Best, Jasper Lowe. Work fortifies the spirit. From T. Meadows. Today we received our updated timetable from management, courtesy of Mr. Goodfellow. 6-week deadlines are now 3-week deadlines. Some of my colleagues have been sacrificing sleep in order to meet these deadlines. Others have been medicating themselves with very small doses of enriched Compound X in order to combat the fatigue. Work fortifies the spirit, so we will carry on. I count myself fortunate to have been spared in the decimation. My former colleagues have nowhere to go. Their departure corresponds with a few critical doses of enriched Compound X disappearing from our storage. Correlation does not imply causation, so I will not imply theft. I am concerned by the side effects of Compound X. Even if its refined state, repeated use damages the synaptic patterns of the brain. Paranoia, violence, psychosis, and intense anxiety will haunt a repeated user for the rest of their short lives. Our enrichment process does not combat the side effects of Compound X. We were close to a breakthrough, but the damage to our research terminals is irreversible. My hope is that human inquiry will see the effects of this compound in their own tests and report these tests to creative incubation. If incubation is as chilled by these results as I am, they may provide us with more time and more resources. Unplanned sabotage events. A moment of silence for my recent batch of enriched Compound X. The elegant complexity of your molecular structure manifested in the hallucination of my own sleep-deprived mind. 30% lower rate of addiction, 75% compatible with human metabolism, and with a side effect coefficient of just 0.65, you are our most promising compound yet. Human inquiry would have been delighted to pour you into a syringe and stick you inside of a test subject. You were destroyed in an unplanned sabotage event, which is to say that Mr. Mosley's fancy tables couldn't predict this would happen. You are almost perfect. Our lab will never see the likes of you again. Compound X is notoriously difficult to enrich. Its molecular structure is fussy. In small doses, the compound provides a massive boost to energy and productivity. The clever buggers at OCI do not seem to understand this principle and have asked us to increase our dosage with every batch. High-dosage Compound X is even harder to enrich, and a poorly enriched, poverty-stricken chemical has none of the protective layers that inhabit dangerous side effects. So what we have is a cocktail of very bad side effects chased down with one massive rush of euphoric energy. Pleasant, but incredibly dangerous. I can only hope HIA's report agreed with my assessment. They did not. Or they did, and they just didn't care. Terminal access, main laboratory. Critical error, damage to data storage detected. Memory malfunction detected, unable to retrieve data. Welcome, G. Zhang. Run diagnostics. Diagnostics could not complete. Irreversible damage to processing unit, memory retrieval. Formula samples not found. Formula refinements not found. Side effect analysis not found. Quality of life improvements not found. Research data. Memory corruption detected. Research data not found. Experimental logs not found. Staff personnel entry, 1 log found. To whom it may concern, this morning I and my colleagues gathered in the reception hall. Every 10th staff member at this laboratory was released from service. I am one of them. My indenturement contract to Spacer's Choice, which stipulates a lifetime of productive service as a researcher in the field of organic chemistry, has been terminated. I have served Spacer's Choice for most of my life. Working at the Gorgon facility is the highlight of my career. If I leave Gorgon, I will have nowhere else to go. Because my contract guaranteed my work for the duration of my life, to end that contract is tantamount to ending my life. If you have the power to reconsider your decision, I ask you kindly to reconsider. I'm willing to work without pay if necessary. This job is all I have. Please, allow me to fortify my spirit by continuing to work. Respectfully, G. Zhang. To Low, subject research notes. From Zhang. Dr. Low, I'm afraid I don't know where your research notes are. I searched materials processing and discreetly asked the receptionist, but nothing turned up. If I had to guess, you left them in the basement laboratory. I'd venture down there myself, but you know how I feel about primals. I apologize for the weakness of my constitution. Sir, if your research notes do turn up in the basement, may I ask you to think favorably on me when OCI asks you for a budget review? Word around the lab is that Goodfellow and the other leaders of the OCI want to make some deep cuts in our staff. If there's any truth to this rumor, I hope you'll remember that I've always supported your desire to find a better, safer version of AT. Respectfully, G. Zhang, and probably the reason that he was fired. was that right there. Okay. Ooh. Snack chamber. Joint actuator.
Roscoe, it's Georgie. If you're hearing this, you must still be holed up at the Sprat Shack. And you're not gonna like this one bit. I was trying to steal our recordings when things went crazy. I know. Like I said, sorry. And I'm gonna be in a heap of trouble if I don't get them, so if you want to save my bacon, you need to do it for me. I need the 3 interviews we did with Ambrose, this one here, plus another recording of my own. I left that last one with a guy who owed me a favor at the garbage processing office in the chemical waste ravine. I'll leave an automech near Stellar Freighting. It'll want all 5 recordings, plus a passphrase. Glacial Age. Oh, and don't listen to my log, alright? Just stay safe and keep your head down.
Hey, Blackbird. Okay. A woman named Georgie asks Roscoe to deliver the portable phonographs to her personal automech near Stellar Freighting. You found all the portable phonographs Roscoe needed to complete his employment contract. You can return them to him in the Sprat Shack. So that's interesting. That could be all kinds of different ways. I don't know what that was. Give me one sec. Got some sort of notice. What was that? I think I just had a lot of tabs and stuff open. Okay, we should be in good shape. I've been doing okay, Blackbird. I've been enjoying the cold front that's been going through this area. So, do we basically have a choice now? Roscoe to her personal automech near Stellar Freighting. I kind of want to check out what that is. But that piece of the puzzle has been discovered. Ah, all right. So I believe that maybe that code is going to help us skip maybe all of this. That would be nice and pleasant.
Not very sanitary anymore, if it ever was.
Look away, Sam. Also think we got another, like, special item. Was it a piece of armor? Oh, okay, never mind. Just an engineering. We're good. Yep, I'm running the cleanup crew here. Figured with chemicals, it was Sam's turn to shine. Okay, bathrooms as disgusting as you would expect them to be. Ew. Scientist with a vodka bottle. He died the way he lived. Neat. Flywheel. And what do we got up here? We had a vending machine. There's one. Kitchen. I figured you would have seen a kinship there, Vito. Weapon parts, light ammo. We don't have our lockpick squad right now, so I'll take what I can get. At least sell our junk and some of the weapons. Is that everything over here? I'm curious. Now, from my understanding, Chem Lab is where they grab the actual compound and then send it, you know, to actually get worked on. But we saw through that journal entry that getting even a single sample that had any kind of viability of being safe was, I guess the Spacer's Choice version of safe, was exponentially slim. Processing. And we've got nastiness there, so we are going to say nope. Oh, hi guys. How are you?
Nice on the jaw. Customer, all germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
Thank you, Sam. Appreciate you. Welcome, S. Dunlop. Critical update. This is an automated response triggered by the Spacer's Choice Contingency Management Program. Please do not respond to this message. Congratulations! Contingency number 77-1, Abundance of Raw Material, is now in effect. Due to a higher than projected volume of Compound X harvested in this laboratory, your production quotas have been raised by 200%. Please bear in mind that bi-weekly quota reviews are automatically generated and forwarded to Project Gorgon Administration and the Office of Creative Incubation. Any dereliction in processing or production will be reflected in your review. Experimental notes not found. Memory retrieval failed. Corrupted detected memory unit. Physical damage detected. 1 log remaining. Experimental enrichment of Compound X attempt number 0089 by S. Dunlop, Junior Researcher. Expose Compound X sample to in-ray concentrate for 30 seconds. Consulted research notes. Notes incomplete and damaged. Expose Compound X sample to in-ray concentrate for 60 seconds. Sample failed. Toxicity levels high. Disposed. Exposed Compound X sample for attempt 0090. Woke up. Fell asleep at table. Sample failed. Overexposure at lab atmosphere. Toxicity levels high. Disposed. Researcher's addendum. Unplanned sabotage event destroyed any relevant research notes. Forced to rely on outdated notes. Expected time lost 6 to 16 months. Attempt to replicate research unsuccessful. We'll try again after resting eyes for a minute. Don't think he got around to that. Doesn't seem that way, at least. And just forget. Oh, ow. And probably not a good idea to jump up on those catwalks.
Do it.
Oh, hello there. There was a trap here.
Understood. I'll keep my head down.
Now, did we... Yeah, we basically explored everything that we could there.
Careful. Seems like they had a surplus of traps they decided to get rid of all in one place.
Yep. And see, we can... boo. Give me a sec, Sam. Alright. Are we good? I think we're good. And we found a workbench, if we need one. Whisper quiet. Oh, that would have sucked. That would have dropped us right in the middle of a... probably a bad situation. Okay. I am glad that I looked down. I guess we should probably go and check and see what is down there. Lots of cargo space. Don't see anything too horrible. Alert. Security office status. Access restricted. Administrator note. Okay. Gotcha. Lift access restrictions. Security access office status. Access granted. Administrator. Okay. Disable auto mechanical hostility protocol. Disabled. Auto mechanical status. Alert. Disabled. Cool. Love to see it. Too low. Subject, please explain. From S. Tanaka. Dr. Lowe, I'm going to have to take the researcher's side on this one. Your absence during an emergency is conspicuous, and I don't want to report you because I don't want corporate auditors scheduling interviews with the entire staff while they're trying to meet deadlines. The unplanned sabotage event already halted experimentation and development. We're trying to get our operations running again, and we could use all the help we can get. I'm already down to one staff member. St. Germain's gone. You know why. You owe this team an explanation to any number of grievances. Your absence is the most urgent one, but I'll take an explanation as to why there are primals being held in the caverns near our waste disposal site. They're your primals, aren't they? Mr. Tanaka. No, I can't explain the primals. Primals defy explanation. They're a miracle of evolutionary adaptation and a treasure trove of interesting genetic material. I'm not going to explain my alleged absence either. This is because I'm not absent at all. My presence is implicit in the work of my researchers. The researchers still employed in this department are skilled and more than capable of repairing any damage done by the alleged saboteur. Please don't bother me again with trivial problems. You are the security chief. Stick to securing things, including but not limited to the safety of the lab and my privacy. Warm regards and pleasant felicitations, Dr. Jasper Lowe. Dr. Lowe, I just finished filing my official report on the unplanned sabotage event. Unfortunately, filing a report on a sabotage event requires me to also include a list of captured, apprehended, and neutralized saboteurs. Company policy. No list means I'm getting arrested for dereliction of duty, and you're getting penalized for hiring me. Saboteurs is plural. I can't include Mr. Germain's name and be done with it. As a last resort, I've been forced to include the names of all former employees whose contracts were recently terminated in the decimation. These researchers are no longer part of the Project Gorgon and will likely not survive without a job, so I may as well use their names to save our jobs. I filed my report last night and haven't been able to sleep since. This will let you know that I will be filing for transfer at the end of the next cycle. Okay. So I'm kind of half tempted to go back to all of these places that we went to and shoot all of these people in the head. Do you think that would be a bad thing, guys? Like, I'm happy we got our shortcuts and everything taken care of, but now that I kind of see what they're doing. Aw, Suzanne, thank you for giving that tier 1 sub to Dama. Yeah, Jasper is horrendous. The lady on Groundbreaker wasn't horrible. I think we do need to go pay a visit to Dr. Lowe after we're done here. Gentlemen. He needs to be punched a lot. I can certainly do that. I haven't. Okay, barbecue pit. I kind of just want to have Sam beat him down with acid. Seems to be a horrible way to go. Hi, guys. Since you no longer find me threatening. Just checking to see if there's any kind of special weapons nearby that I need to be made aware of. Okay, there's the experiment. Yes, yes, yes. I have a feeling that this is going to lead right out to... Yep. That'll take us right to that area that we were at down at the bottom. Head chemist.
I wonder if this is where Lowe was when his mind was pushed to its breaking point.
You survived.
Yep.
You're remarkably intent on scuttling my every plan to end you. How inconsiderate. Especially after I've gone to so much effort to see Gorgon rest in peace. It's a good thing, then, that I finally figured out what you're after. I'll see you soon, little weasel.
Is it just me, or does it seem like our mysterious nemesis watches too many Aetherwave serials?
It's Felix. I knew it. Explains everything. Ooh.
Night falls on Gorgon. Though I suppose it's always dark here in the void. The lab is empty, and I am at last alone. I'm preoccupied with thoughts of the single-celled xenocytes that make their home here on this rock. These primordial creatures persist despite the hostility of their surroundings. No, they require adversity to thrive. Perhaps that's why our bodies react to theirs. There is a harmony in us. The law didn't craft us for the void, yet we scrabble across its cold worlds, building, persisting, as the xenocytes do. We live. Against all odds, we live. But for how long?
Okay, so this is Jasper's Synthesis and Manufactory Center status. Just have to be overridden at the Chem Lab. Excellent. Incoming messages. From Olivia Ambrose. Updated security practices, high priority. Pursuant to last week's incident, new security practices are now in effect. All lab personnel must tidy their workstations at the end of their shift. Close and lock all drawers, safes, closets, vents, and lab doors before leaving for the day. All visitors must be accompanied. Furthermore, any laboratory tech accompanying a guest who has not received certification in either self-defense or hand-to-hand combat must also be accompanied by a member of the security team. All confidential information must remain as such. Do not discuss the nature of your work outside or inside the lab, except to warn peers of imminent danger, such as fire, chemical spill, or suspected corporate espionage. All laboratory techs are to isolate themselves until further notice. Any laboratory tech found fraternizing in groups of 2 or more, or found speaking with the same person more than once, will be remanded to Spacer's Choice Human Resource Re-Education Reallocation Program. Finally, unless you are actually physically sitting in an interview session pre-approved by me, do not speak to the fucking journalists. From Ambrose to Lowe. Jasper, I dug into the volunteer data Marion sent over. You were right. The current formulation is resulting in alarming outcomes, even by SC standards. Priyantha and I performed a handful of autopsies on this week's deceased and made a few notable observations. In one case, that of a young man in his early 20s, we noted a degree of gray matter loss one would expect to see in a man of 70. His brain had also atrophied to a shocking extent, again as one might expect in a much older man. In another case, that of a woman in middle age, the subject was no longer able to achieve natural sleep. After 11 consecutive days of wakefulness, she was no longer able to distinguish her violent hallucinations from reality. Yet even as she spiraled, she demanded additional injections. I was sure our last tweak would reduce the incidence of violence among the volunteer population. We might attempt to further refine the compound through partitioning, but I'm doubtful it'll be effective. Monthly physicals, high priority. The materials we work with are dangerous and result in permanent injury, disfigurement, or madness when handled for extended periods. Therefore, all laboratory personnel will now report to the project physician, Dr. Priyantha LeBlanc, for monthly physicals and psychiatric evaluations. I do this out of an abundance of caution. Schedule your first appointment immediately and notify me when you do. I have access to your medical record, so I will know when you shirk. Do not make me drag you to his office myself. So it seems like she was trying to take charge of the situation, at least. Jasper's, I couldn't send Jasper's email. It wouldn't let me. I can try again, because we need to go pay Jasper a visit. Dr. Ambrose, regarding what do you think? These days I try to think as little as possible. Thinking is a dreadful habit, which leads to self-awareness, which leads to resignation. It's true that the current formulation is resulting in alarming outcomes, but not, I think, by SC standards. SC standards are low. You report 11 consecutive days of wakefulness, and SC sees 11 consecutive days of productivity. You report an inability to distinguish violent hallucinations from reality. SC is going to try and push us to turn those hallucinations into phantom images of company logos. You say the compound is habit-forming, and SC is going to see an increase in demand for our never-ending supply of xenocyte waste. To be serious, yes, the compound is absolutely habit-forming. Addiction correlates with dosage, and dosage size is inversely proportional to enrichment quality. Long as corporate asks us to keep our dosage minimal and controlled, there's a reasonable chance we can improve the enrichment process to filter out some of the dangerous side effects. That's going to take time, and a lot more time than corporate realizes. From Ambrose to... Okay. Herbert S. Germain. Effective immediately, Herbert S. Germain is no longer an employee of Spacer's Choice PR&D division. His body has been forwarded to the chemical waste dump for processing. Mr. Sir Germain was a saboteur sent by a rival firm to disrupt our vital efforts. It's only thanks to the swift reporting of one of your esteemed colleagues that Mr. St. Germain was prevented from causing any significant damage to our facilities, intellectual property, or staff. I understand that Mr. Sir St. Germain was popular around the Gorgon campus for his genial and helpful demeanor. That is because he was a spy. If you encounter any similarly friendly staff, alert a member of the security team immediately. We are shifting all of Mr. Sir St. Germain's remaining tasks to other laboratory technicians. Finally, anyone caught visiting his grave or discussing his departure will be remanded to Spacer's Choice Human Resource Re-Education and Reallocation Department. Harsh.
I dare say it seems like the inmates were running the asylum here.
Well, about what I'd expect from a Spacer's Choice operation. You do remember the guy who was running it, right?
This would break anyone who had anything even resembling a conscience. This whole project wrought mental destruction on everyone involved, including themselves. All brought to you by Spacer's Choice's best and brightest.
So they were pushed to do the impossible by people who weren't accountable.
Sadly, that's just business as usual in Halcyon. Minnie thinks her family has a bad name now. It's nothing compared to how it will be if she compounds on her mother's failures.
I want to see what else this investigation digs up, Max. So it's kind of one of those things that maybe they all came in with the best of intentions, but the road to hell is often paved with good intentions. And all of their sanity and everything kind of went down.
Always a brilliant idea to use primals as test subjects. Nothing ever goes wrong.
That was some amazing sarcasm. Where are we? Oh, we're just in a secret snack chamber. Let's do it!
Down they go! Clean, mean, and ready to
make quite a team, my friend.
Okay. This looks like a place where one would find a weapon. Let's hope that that is the case. Ooh, Aqua? Jasper Lowe's research notes. Initial research into primal neurochemistry has proven fruitful. I've discovered a cardiac cell receptor for adrenaline, similar to human cell receptors in function, if not in physiology. It should be possible to develop a pharmaceutical drug that blocks the effects of the adrenaline hormone in primals, thus curtailing their paranoia, agitation, and violent irritability. Correction. It is possible, just unlikely given the way OCI has me under thumbscrews. Adrenatime is a dangerous drug. The danger can be mitigated by developing an adrenaline inhibitor. Take adrenatime, then take this theoretical drug to minimize its side effects. I barely have the time, energy, or resources to develop a half-passable adrenatime, so this idea must remain a dream. Nonetheless, my hopes follow. Hope springs eternal. See what I mean? Like, all of them were, like, trying to fix the situation, but they just did not have anything even remotely resembling a passable timetable. So what was this weapon? Actually, I also wanted to see this armor. Inspiration, block +5. Okay. 672. Holy crap. Okay, that is a nice melee weapon for people who are into that sort of thing. Max has to keep the scythe. And we don't really have a choice when it comes to Sam. Alright. Space madness. Let's go ahead and get out of here.
I'm looking forward to a breath of fresh air after the stench of this place.
So now we need to decide what we're going to do with the photographs we've collected. Because it looked like we had two different options. Let's go ahead and save the game just in case. Oh, got a forward dodge to close the gap between enemies. That'd be nice if I had a melee build. Okay, map. Yes, the red tape of command. Okay, I see that now. So I'm wondering if we, like, do we hand the photographs off to the robot, or do we hand them to the reporter? Because if she was a spy, basically what we're doing, I think, I could be completely just messing this up, we're basically giving all the information she gathered to maybe Auntie Cleo or another corporation. Yeah, the spies are just working for other corporations. I do want to see it, though. So like I said, we're going to go ahead and save the game. Oh, okay.
This unit is currently in wait cycle. This unit has been loaded with a pre-recorded personal message. Confirm passphrase before proceeding.
Glacial Age.
Initiating clandestine operations mode. Greetings, interloper. Identity confirmed. Greetings, Clanton, Roscoe. Preparing message playback.
Go ahead and play the message for me.
Roscoe, hey, it's Georgie. I've set up this automech to receive phonograph recordings from you. Once you hand them all over, that'll be the end of all this. You're a real smart fella, so you probably figured it out by now, but I don't work for Spacer's Choice. Never did. Telling you's only gonna put you in harm's way, but you'll never let it lie, so I've been working for Auntie Cleo's.
Continue the playback.
I know this isn't... well, it's not what either of us wanted, is it? It's not what I wanted anyway. I just wanted to say... listen. I liked you. I liked you a lot. I know sorry doesn't cut it, so Thank you. I miss you. I hope you're okay.
This unit is now prepared to ingest cylinder recordings, deposit recordings, and dispense payment now.
And who exactly do you belong to?
This unit is an anti-class automechanical equipped with a corporate espionage protocol, registered to operative. Error. This unit is now prepared to ingest cylinder recordings, deposit recordings, and dispense payment now.
And when were you last active?
Processing. This unit was last activated 1,836 days ago. This unit is now deposit.
Nah, I think I'm going to go ahead and save these for a special occasion.
Engaging disappointment protocol momentarily. This unit expected better of you, operative. Goodbye.
Definitely need to tell Roscoe. Because we definitely aren't going to be giving that information to Cleo. Did I not go in here before? I did not. Holy crap. Could have had the wrong crew. What do you mean, Kath? Oh, yeah, that's true. Non-lockpickers. Yep. Alright, let's head into the Sprat Shack. Give Roscoe the bad news. So, Kath, the stuff with the comic books, does that happen once we go inside the new place? I'm glad they gave us the option to talk to the robot instead of like an automatic, like, hey, here you go, you did this. Oh, okay, at the Synthesis and Manufacturer Observatory. Okie dokie. Anything new?
I don't want any trouble in my place. Be seeing you.
Roscoe.
Did you manage to find those recordings?
Here you go, Roscoe. Found them all for you.
Well, I'll be damned. Now I can finally get off this rock and go home. I know it's not much, but take the last of my bits. You've earned every single one, friend.
Wall of Swords. Did you know that Georgie was interviewing Olivia Ambrose on her own, Roscoe?
She couldn't have been. We were together all the time. Except, oh shit, my weekly calls with headquarters. What could she even want to ask Olivia Ambrose about? Doesn't make sense.
Production details, ratios and measurements, ingredients, that kind of thing.
Good fucking law. Headquarters would kill me if they knew. Right after they killed her. Hell, being stuck here might have been the only thing keeping me alive.
Was there something going on between you and Georgie, Roscoe?
No, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes it seemed like there could be, when we were servicing the phonographs, or sharing a beer, but who'd be interested in some forgotten old bastard like me?
It takes all kinds, Roscoe.
Sure, yeah. My ma used to say the same thing. And anyway, unauthorized fraternization between employees is illegal. But that's all you need to know about my dire love life, I think. Any other horrible truths you want to reveal to me? Or can I get back to my drinking?
Georgia was a spy for Auntie Cleo's, Roscoe.
No. No way. That's bullshit. It's impossible. I knew her for years. Shit, I hired her. Well, I approved her hiring, but... Nah, there's no way. You're gonna have to try harder if you want to trick old Roscoe. I'm not some gullible kid fresh out of corporate boarding school.
Come on. How well did you actually know her?
We shared a tiny room in this shipping depot for years, so I'd say I knew her pretty fucking well, considering. I mean, sure, she was sort of secretive. Always made me do the weekly call with headquarters so she could have some time to write to her sister. But there's nothing weird about that. Lots of people have sisters.
What was his sister's name, Roscoe?
Ellen. No, wait. Elena? She had two sisters. Got their names mixed up sometimes.
You know, you protest quite a lot for a guy who says he's certain.
What is this, a trial? I don't have to defend myself to you, Your Honor. We shared a tiny room in this shipping depot for years, so I'd say I knew her pretty fucking well, considering. I certainly knew her better than you. So what if she was a spy, huh? What then? Who cares? I'm not talking about this anymore. Just let it lie. Was there something else you wanted? Or can I get back to my drinking?
I don't have any more details, Roscoe.
Listen, I appreciate you telling me what happened with those recordings, but I need some time to think. Got a lot to process.
You go ahead and do that, buddy.
Yeah, yeah. See you around.
We broke his little heart. You can get off the planet now, though, at least.
Thanks to you, I'm on the next ride out of here. Just as soon as I finish my drink.
Yeah, I am curious about what that wall of swords is. That sounded interesting. Oh, dear. Sure grip. Mr. N, are you wondering how hitting multiple enemies makes you harder to hit? What a stupid question. Okay, we got some good stuff there. Okay. So everything is cleared out here. It looks like we have pretty much explored all of Gorgon, guys, except for one location. And that is the mighty SMC.
Pace yourself. The drinks aren't going anywhere.
So let's go ahead and...
Or maybe a sugar sprat pie? Damn it. We're out of those.
Yeah, he didn't have a particularly happy end to his story, did he? But that's kind of what happens. I need to repair all the things. Okay. We're definitely going to keep Ultimatum, just because that gun was actually made for us by that one scientist on Auntie Cleo's planet. It doesn't have the stuff that comes off like it's a special weapon, but I think there's only one of them. So we're definitely going to keep that. Sell all of that. I do like the remodeled low pressure suit though, because it's customizable. Let me double check that real quick. I think I may have seen it before, but oh, it actually, look at the angry moonmen. It actually kind of matches the hat and everything. Oh, why you do this to me, game?
No, the drinks aren't watered down. Good. I've got paying customers.
So, let us go ahead. And we are going to travel back to the Unreliable. We got a little bit of time left. Got about 9 minutes or so. I want to throw some mods onto this armor and actually see... Oh, I just saw that Tartarus right there. They're trying to take us to the end game. I'm going to put some mods on this armor and see how it compares to what I am currently wearing. Just because it looks cool. You show up for the final mission like wearing the Moon Man hat with the armor and everything, like, look what Gorgon did to me. Good God, Wretch, what happened to you? DLC. DLC has definitely been fun so far, though. I forgot how much I enjoyed this game when I played it. Hopefully they'll come out with more DLC soon. Is there one more DLC? Cool. Well, I shall be waiting patiently then. It's probably going to hopefully explain that one planet that I was always annoyed that we couldn't go to, but it was on the radar. Probably see that sometime late next year, I would assume, considering everything that's been going on. Fingers crossed. Maybe sooner. Though I would like to think that a company making a game about shady corporate practices wouldn't instigate shady corporate practices to get stuff out faster. You know what I mean? That'd be horribly ironic. If they take their time and come out with a good product, I'll wait for it. Okay, what was the name of that planet real quick? Typhon. Yeah, uninhabitable icy planetoid on the edge of the Halcyon system. Typhon has nothing to offer the Halcyon system. Of course not. I'm like, why is it there then? Just says 2021? Cool. We shall see. Speaking of seeing. Let's see what we got here. Remodeled low pressure suit. What did I have on here? Augmented toughening, chrono field aggregator, silver tongue, leadership skills, and a backpack. So toughening, toughening, toughening. Yes. Armor rating 3. Against all damage types. Physical damage. I actually like this one that gives it against all armor types. Physical. Plasma. Plasma. In-ray. Shock. Let's do that one. Next. Increases your movement speed when entering tactical time. Restores some of your meter when you deal a critical hit. Definitely that one. Tech kit, thug kit. So I still got a silver tongue. Improved tech. Improved silver tongue. Oh man, that range weapon skill plus 10 though. But I do like that. And then backpack. Pretty sure we got an improved backpack. Maybe. Self-patching. Reduces armor. We need the gear. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. Remodeled low pressure suit is 65 compared to what I was wearing, which is at 77. So. Cell values at 56. However, this cell value is at 44, so that's kind of interesting. I think we're going to go ahead and keep this, though. And we could tinker with it if we really wanted to. And get the... Oh, man, we could get this armor up stupid high. Okay, now it's higher. Okay, now we're good. Now we are in good shape. And this is actually a perfect place to go ahead and... Actually, no, we need to... Who are we going to take? Actually, this would be a good place to go ahead and start the next stream, just because we can discuss who we are going to be taking with us into the Synthesis and Manufacturing Center. So we spent all this time trying to get into this facility, so hopefully we'll be able to figure out even more pieces of this really horribly inefficient and dangerous puzzle. So, let's get ourselves a nice view here. And actually go ahead and put that there. And this is a perfect place to go ahead and end the stream, guys. We will pick it up next time and see what more surprises we can find. Because, I mean, we pretty much knew what we're going to get run into in the chem lab. There's going to be something acidic. With the manufacturing center, we could be dealing with killer robots or who knows what else. Maybe a lot more tougher marauders that have been infected by the Adrenatime. But I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you haven't followed the Twitch channel, please do so. I try and stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays with random times in between. And if you're watching the replay of this on YouTube, I have a link to the Twitch channel in the description below, as well as a link to my Extra Life page where I'm raising money for my local Children's Miracle Network hospital via the awesome Extra Life charity. So please check that out if you feel so inclined. Like, share, subscribe. You guys know the drill there. And we will see you next time. Later days, everyone.